Hey guys, it's Saru, and it's been a while, but I finally have some viable content to talk about Mavericks Proving Grounds. One of the major things that players were asking about was what the social hub part for the whole MMORPG section of the game that Automaton has been talking about. We were shown this image on Twitch in EGX Rezzed to somewhat show what the capital is. It's essentially just a conceptual image, which is a social hub for players. You'll be able to display what you're good at, according to James, along with trading with other players. At the top of the image, you can see what the capital would look like, which is where the social hub is involved. According to the studio, the game is being evolved into a persistent RPG experience at the end of 2019, which is where the studio will be adding more of an RPG element, and I'll talk a little bit more about that afterwards. It seems that the previous mention of footprints and trails being left behind was finally shown, which makes me wonder if the footprints will be more noticeable through highlights or something like that, or if they're just going to be footprints. Even if they don't have highlights, I think it's still a cool idea if it works just like the demonstration shows here on this video. My only question is if you can actually cover your footprints, or if there's a perk or a feature that you can actually do that with. We were also shown the dynamic day and night with the weather systems such as fog. We saw some foliage displacement with players walking by, and we saw the destruction systems such as fire and some vehicles being blown up with some canisters and all this crazy stuff. I don't even know what I saw. That also means that it'll be a great way to distract players through sound. Now, my only question is if there's going to be fire, which we saw in the game, if the smoke from the fire is going to be shown over the city or in the sky of some sort, so it could kind of signal where players are. In the images we saw a couple of weeks ago, we saw that there's fire and a bit of smoke. My only question is that if that will be reflective into the game itself. Either way, it looks kind of cool anyway. One of the questions that players really did have, which I saw a lot of on Reddit, I saw on Discord, and they even kind of answered it on their first Q&A video, was if there would be hit markers of any sort. So what we can see is that players being hit are spouting out blood, and it's kind of a demo of what would be, and it's just blood all over the place. It's not a bad system, but I must say, if I'm being critical of the whole thing, it does look a little lame, but I'm 100% sure that this is just a demo and that it's just being demonstrated on how player shooting would work and what we could expect from cues when it comes to shooting players. So I'm sure that the hue and the color of the blood itself would evolve in development. We were confirmed that in June we will be testing the game, with a showcase being available of the game itself and a trailer coming soon. James also confirmed that Mavericks will be in E3 to demonstrate the game itself, so I'm kind of excited about that, and if anybody's going to E3, let me know, because I would love to get some footage from you and hopefully do some videos on that, and maybe speculate on what we should be expecting about the game itself. The extremely interesting thing that I personally heard on the EGX Rezzed was that there would be a global narrative of the game with factions coming in 2019, along with the MMORPG section, and that the narrative itself, along with the landscape of the whole game and the battle royale part, would basically evolve into something else, basically changing everything depending on how the community affects the world. Risking gear, growing the game, changing it based on player results, that is extremely ambitious. And we've heard it before on different games, but I must admit I'm extremely excited for the game and what comes about it. What do you guys think? Will the game live up to its hype? God, I hope so, because I've been waiting for this game for a long time, and I mean a long time, longer than I'm allowed to admit, and I can't wait to test it this summer. Much love to the people at Automaton. We've seen how Deceit works, and it's a fantastic game, so I'm sure that this game will be even better. And as always guys, till next time friends.